Okay, besties, part two. I'm getting in terms of stability or the pentacle game of this connection, this person is just not really on your level, okay? You're showing up as the queen and they're showing up as the page. So this person, if they were smart, if they were obedient, they would be looking to you as a teacher and a guide, okay? Since there is this big discrepancy, that doesn't necessarily mean the relationship can't work, but it's not going to if they are not putting you in the right category of teacher or guide, okay? When you are ahead of your counterpart on the journey in some way, they are it is a blessing to them to be able to look to someone who is ahead of them on the journey and have them kind of extend this hand and be like, come this way. I see where you're going wrong. I see where your pitfalls are. Like, I'm trying to give you the higher perspective so you can overcome this and get on my level so we can be true counterparts, okay? But I'm getting that this person, that's just not really what they did. Spirit, what did they do? Hell. Again, this person's very immature, bestie, okay? I want you to know that whatever went wrong with this person, it wasn't for lack of feeling, okay? They really did love you, but I'm getting that just this tendency to cling to their old ways was really the reason that this couldn't, I'm almost seeing like a wagon wheel that's broken, like one spoke is broken, and so it just keeps getting stuck in the mud in the same exact place, okay? So that's what kept happening here, because this person was just unable to change their perspective and see from this very grounded one that you tend to embody very well, very effortlessly. I don't even want to say effortlessly, because I am getting the vibe from you that you worked very hard to get here, and so you're no stranger to the struggle that it took to get there. So there's no part of you that like looks down on this person for maybe having the mindset that they did when you met them or when you encountered them, when you were dealing with them. But there is this energy of you kind of having to, again, be the more enlightened one, be the leader, and be like, we're not compatible where you are. And if you are not willing to take my directive and follow what I'm trying to tell you to solve this issue, I'm going to have to walk away and leave you to your own devices, is what I'm hearing. So what this person did, they clung to their own ways. And also they thought that like, it's almost this energy of like, they decided that they were going to chart their own course. Okay. So whatever bids at stability you guys had come up with, I don't know what this was. I'm just thinking of an example in my head. This could be like you guys were thinking of moving in together. Or that was like something that was on the table. Instead of that, actually, instead of them taking steps in that direction, what they did instead was they were like, I'm going to go do this other thing. And they just chose something completely different that didn't really include you. I'm getting that this was a very hasty decision. Okay, I've got the Page of Swords here, and I want to show you the image on this card. This guy is very much like, it's like a full body decision to swing this sword, and it's like, what are you even swinging at? There's nothing even in this, there's nothing on this card besides this person. So that's what I'm getting, bestie, and I'm getting that like, again, you were enlightened enough that you realized that this person was just being immature and they didn't know, they were resistant to what you were telling them that they needed to do the right thing. And instead they were just like choosing their ego, and they're like, no, I'm going to go do this other thing because I thought of it. Where does that leave you? Spirit, where does that leave my viewer? Where that left you was holding the bag, okay? I've got the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So it's not like your feelings went anywhere for this person. You still very much had feelings for them, but it was such a burden to hold those feelings because you were the only one holding anything, is what I'm getting, okay? I'm getting that this person, because of their inability to really like follow your guidance, follow your navigation system that you were trying to lend to them, it just kind of left you in the situation where you were almost like mothering this person, okay? You were trying to teach them to hold not only their own emotions, but that resulted in you kind of having to hold their emotions since they couldn't really do it, as well as your own. And now, not only just your emotions for how you love them, but for your disappointment and the burden that you felt having to carry all this crap that, had you had an equal partner, you wouldn't have had to. So the Moon and the King of Wheels. I'm getting that you did see a lot of potential in this person. Okay, I've got the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. So you thought that like if this person could kind of overcome this blockage that they had, that you guys could work together very well. I've got the Three of Wheels here. But again, for whatever reason, this person just did not want to really step up and be I've got the King of Wheels here, okay? This would have been your true counterpart. This would have been someone who really prioritized stability. But again, for whatever reason, their emotions just kind of led the charge. But I don't even think this person realized that they were leading with their emotions, okay? They thought that they were leading with intellect, or they thought that they were like following like their destiny or something, or like some distant star. Like they just saw some like distractions dangle in the distance, and they were like, oh, that's why I gotta go do that thing. I gotta go get that thing. And they move very quickly in another direction, okay? I'm seeing that, you know, this person couldn't really decide on a lot, but they did decide to go chase that thing, and that left you in a situation where you simply had to walk away because you're like, I'm not going to sit here in this spot where I'm already miserable, waiting for this person to come back and get me. So I'm just going to move on. So I'm getting that's what you did, bestie. So that's where we find ourselves, okay? I am getting that wherever you are right now, there might be a new counterpart in the midst for you, okay? This could be somebody that you even work with, or this could be someone that, again, there was like 3 of Pentacles energy with this other person. This person's showing up as King of Swords and 8 of Pentacles, okay? So this person could be someone that you're able to build more with, is what I'm hearing. Judgment on the bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm getting that there is some conflict with this person. Okay, I'll get into that in a minute, but let's get back here. So 10 of Wheels, Ace of Wands. This is someone who shares your vision for a long-term, stable future, a legacy, okay? And this is also someone that you're very attracted to. This is also someone that your creative energy meshes well with, okay? I want to show you the image on this card. You've got this big rooster, like, made out of fire, and you've got this staff. So there's almost this energy of, like, your guys's masculine energy when you put it together. And also I want to show you the contrast. Look at the colors in the frame right now, okay? I've got the yellow on my shirt and like the red in the background, and the card has the yellow and red on it too. This is like your guys' energy, okay? It's almost like a big and a little of the same thing. That's how you guys go together. So there is like a very interesting, there is almost this energy of like, one of you is like bigger or higher up in the other in some way, but the energies are perfectly balanced. It's almost like I'm seeing in my mind's eye like a figurine, like a dollhouse figurine that has been made of you. So it's you, it's just little you. So there's something about this person where like their energy is little you, or vice versa, or something like that. So I am getting that there's something going on though. As evenly yoked as you are with this other person, there's something going on in the background. Now, let's see here. Okay, there's a lot going on in the background. Okay. And I'm not quite sure why. You know what this could be? The energy that you guys make when you come together, and I feel like I'm getting a little red in the face, like a little hot right now. The energy that you create when you come together with this person, with this like weird like fire rooster energy that you have going on. You guys could be roosters in the Chinese zodiac or something like that. Chicken could be significant. Rubies could be significant. I see a ruby on this card. The red thread of fate could be significant. There's something about this energy that like what it is you guys are creating together is almost like you guys might be able to contain it because you are such equal versions of one another. Like you're such good conduits for this energy, but the energy that it might spark around you, and I'm seeing this energy kind of like swirling around you, might create a lot of chaos in your outward reality, okay? I've got all this shit going on, okay? I've got the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Wheels, the 5 of Wands, the Magician. But in the middle of that, I've got the 2 of Cups. So there's this energy of you guys, again, like all this energy is just like swirling, swirling, swirling around you, but you guys are still facing one another. And I want to show you the colors, okay? This person is kind of showing up in those energies we were already talking about, and this person is the balance, okay? She's almost got like fish scales and like water on her cloak. So if this person and you, your energies coming together, creating all this fire, there's something about like the feminine in this connection, the dominant feminine energy is almost able to kind of like douse that fire when it gets out of hand. But I don't know if that's how everybody or the energies around you feel, bestie. I think there's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now. Okay, so I'm thinking that this other person in the background could be partially responsible for this chaos that is being created. Part of it is the energy, just like the side effect of what's going on with you guys. And another part of the energy is this person from your past kind of having some kind of intuitive knowing that this is going on, because I do want to remind you, okay, this person in the beginning was showing up in their own fire energy, all right? This is the original person. So there was some element present in this original person. I want to show you the energies aren't quite as succinct as they were in the other card, okay? This was like almost an earlier expression of this new person that is on the table right now. So this person could have some abilities or could have some influence over the field, to the point where I don't think that they're actually able to influence anything for real, but I think their energy is somehow still felt. I think I'm going to go to a part 3.